April walks towards her diner. There's a queue of people waiting outside, and April sees her dad alongside her mom.
What the hell is going on? Well, here hoping to look at the new town stud. Oh, has Paul Rudd suddenly moved into town?
April's dad, Henry, laughs.
Why are you laughing? Who's in there? Damn, we've all been chomping at bits to see him. Okay, that's weird because you're married to Dad. Oh, he doesn't care where I start my motor as long as my car pulls up to stop in his car park. Mom, I'm sure Dad doesn't appreciate...
Honey, your mother's right. We love looking for ideas to spice up our love life, and this Dan fella is just the right person to do that for us.
April sees her brother walking over with his boyfriend.
Let me guess, Jeremy, you're both here to see the new stud.
Well, duh. Is he shirtless yet?
Unbelievable. I can't believe I have to do this.
April gets in front of the queue.
Hi, everybody. We're a diner, not a strip club, so unless you're looking to buy something worth over $10 in our diner, I suggest you all go home.
There are groans from people, and a man shouts,
Let us see the hot stud!
and a woman shouts,
She's scared of the competition!
There's laughter.
All right, this diner will be open today, but there won't be a stud for you to ogle at. Goodbye.
There's a round of boos. April walks into the diner and shuts the door. She sees me frying bacon and eggs.
Get your things.
What? I just started work.
You're not working today.
Have I been sacked because, judging by my recent tips alone, you're making a fortune with me being here?
Just grab your things. I want to give you a tour of our town.
All right, let's do it then. I grab my jacket as we walk out of the diner. Outside there are people still booing. And a man shouts,
We hate you, April. We hope you die.
Hey, that's my daughter.
And a man shouts back,
Sorry.
April leads us away from the crowd. We're standing in front of a statue. There's a fountain below it. The statue is of a man standing behind a woman. The woman is bent over while the man does something I won't say here, as you might have delicate ears. What's this statue meant to symbolize?
I lived here all my life, and I have literally no idea.
Well, the man's clearly doing her from behind from this position. April smacks me on the arm and laughs.
Don't say that. Those are things we think but don't say.
You guys think about this statue. This is a weird town.
You're stating the obvious there, Dan.
I'm not sure I want the rest of the tour now. April laughs.
Do you want a fun fact?
All right, go ahead.
My mom and dad got married here.
Jesus Christ.
And they consummated their marriage right here, too.
Now, I know you're trying to take me for a ride.
Yeah, I am. I almost fooled you.
And we both laughed again. We're standing in front of a house. There is a black plaque next to the window. The plaque is dedicated to the town's first serial killer. I stand looking shocked and confused. Excuse me, what exactly am I looking here?
You're looking at a plaque celebrating the success of our town's first serial killer.
Okay, let's hope your following words are that the killer has been caught, or I'm getting the hell out of this town.
No, she hasn't been caught.
Bye. I started walking off.
I'm kidding. She's been caught. Relax.
I walked back over. So why the statue?
The mayor is the killer's father, and he wanted somewhere where people could worship his daughter.
All right, who would worship a serial killer?
Would you be surprised if I told you we had over 100,000 people visit our town, and they've made seeing this plaque their first destination?
Wow. All right, that is incredible. I'm speechless.
Take a picture. Send it to friends and family.
I take out my phone and I take a picture. When I'm done, April stares at me. What?
Nothing.
No, go on. What's going on?
I'm trying to figure out why people like you in this town. And every time I look at you or hear you speak, I'm more and more speechless and confused.
Well, thank you for that lovely compliment.
Seriously, what is it about you?
I don't know.
Okay. I've got one final thing to show you, and you're either going to be freaked out by it, or you'll... Nah, you'll freak out for sure. Let's go.
We start walking off. We're staring at a church. It's a Baptist church. Looks old and battered. It's probably been here decades. Why are we standing in front of a rusty old church right now?
This is my church. I was baptized here. In fact, Mom and Dad conceived me here.
Please, elaborate further.
My dad used to be a priest or a vicar. I don't know.
Wow, I would not have guessed that looking at him.
Not many people would either. Anyway, I digress. He came into town to give a sermon on the Virgin Mary one day.
Yep, I already like this story. All right.
It was the early 90s. Anyway, my dad saw my mom, and as soon as he did that, it was love at first sight and goodbye, Jesus.
Wow. How did they manage to conceive you here?
Mother Dearest back then was a bit of a W word.
And I'm sure she appreciates you talking about her like that behind her back.
She sensed my dad liked her, so she requested they go somewhere private to talk as soon as the sermon was over.
Yeah, I'm not buying that in the slightest.
Apparently, my mom wanted to hear more about Mary Magdalene.
We weren't born yesterday, people.
That's exactly what I thought. Anyway, they reached a private office, and then bam, 9 months later, I was born.
They conceived you in that church office?
I don't know, but I'm sure it happened there.
Amazing. I love this town now.
I have a personal connection to the church, too. I was engaged to Mary here on more than one occasion.
Wow. How many times was it?
10 times.
Jesus Christ, 10 times? You've got to be kidding me. April winces, then shakes her head as I stare at her in shock. We were back where we left off.
You look like you're freaking out.
Well, I am. You've been married 10 times?
No, I said I've been engaged 10 times.
Yeah, like there's a difference.
Well, do you see a wedding ring on my finger?
Oh, well, that's better then.
I wasn't in love with any of them.
Yet. You felt enough for them to agree to marry them.
What can I say? I had spells of madness.
Yeah, 10 times. 10 spells of madness.
It's been 3 years since my last engagement. I've learned a lot.
And I imagine you learned that no man in this forbidden place likes you. Hence, no further engagements.
You're funny when you're angry. Do you know that?
Oh, you don't say.
Why are you getting upset about this?
I need a freaking walk or something.
Let's just talk about it some more.
No, I'd rather be alone.
Come on, Dan, you're being pathetic.
You know, maybe it's time I moved on from this town.
You're upset, so I won't hold your words against you.
And I started walking away.
Dan, let me just explain.
But I kept on walking. I enter a pub and I walk over and order a beer. A minute later, my drink is handed to me and I started drinking. Henry, who was sitting down with Veronica, walks over.
Let me guess. She told you about the engagements?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
It's the same look every man has when they hear the story. How much do you want to escape this town?
Let's just say right now I'd rather have intercourse with a corpse than be in this goddamn place.
So you're that messed up?
Yep.
My daughter didn't love any of the men.
Yet. She still accepted 10 of their goddamn proposals.
She was in a real bad place.
I don't need you to fill me in on her bullshit thought patterns.
Can I tell you a story about my daughter that I don't want you to let her know I told you?
Henry, I'm about to leave town, so I won't be telling anyone what you have to say.
Well, decide on that after you hear the story. My daughter was in love once. She knew the true meaning of love.
It sure didn't sound like it earlier.
She married a guy. The guy's name was Tom. He was a military man. They dated from high school, got married when they turned 18, and stayed married until Tom and my daughter turned 24.
What happened to the guy? Did they divorce?
He got blown up by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan. He died instantly. My daughter was 2 months pregnant when she discovered Tom was dead.
Oh, shit. I feel like an ass now. I can't believe I spoke to her like that.
She hid the pregnancy from Tom because she wanted to surprise her husband when he came home.
So Tom died not knowing he was to be a father?
Yep. After that devastating news, my daughter got depression and things went downhill. Even more for her after she lost her baby.
Fuck. Oh, I gotta make this right.
Hold your horses. Story ain't done yet. I don't want there to be any more surprises coming your way.
Well, thank you for looking out for me.
April started going to bars, drink herself silly. She'd have sex with anyone who winked at her. She was a downright mess.
Well, it sounds like it. Not that I'm blaming her. I'd be in the same position if I were there.
Anyway, April met someone. They dated for a while, and they got engaged and broke off the engagement. So the tale went on for nearly 7 years, until she almost died in a car crash that killed her 10th fiancé.
Jesus. Well, I'm the world's biggest D word.
When Jack was buried, it finally hit home for April. She knew she wasn't living a life. She learned the hardest lesson one could learn in this life. Finally, Veronica and I managed to get her into therapy.
Well, that is a great mark of a father.
April healed, she got her act together. And now she's a stronger person for having gone through that experience.
All right, I need to make some promises right now.
Good. My daughter would love to hear them.
I mean to both of you.
Oh, thank you.
I promise you that I will never tell your daughter what you told me. I'll let her tell me in her own time.
Again, thank you.
And I promise to treat your daughter with the fullest respect she deserves. I will never do anything to hurt her.
I don't imagine you will, son. Why are you telling me this? Do you like her?
I think there are strong feelings. Yeah, for sure.
You've known her for all of 3 days.
I can feel it in my gut.
All right. Will you do me a favor? Please get to know her better. Get her to trust you. And then, once April's comfortable around you, she'll tell you her background. And then you can...
I can tell her that I like her.
Bingo.
Thank you, Henry. I need to find her and apologize for walking away. You wish me luck?
You need more than that, but good luck, son.
I down my drink and I rush off to find April. I walk into the diner. April works behind the counter. She looks furious as she works. Veronica works alongside her.
What's with the foul mood of yours? I'm not in a foul mood. I'm working. I have to stay focused on my job, so that's what I'm doing. Well, you're working like a mad woman. It's driving me crazy. Whatever. Hey, you're a sight for sore eyes. How are you, Dan? You seemed to be in deep conversation with my husband earlier. What were y'all talking about?
Nothing important. Hey, April, could we talk for a minute?
Nope.
I wanted to apologize for my reaction earlier.
I don't want to hear it.
Look, just listen. I'm sorry for how I responded to that. It was just the shock of hearing what I heard. I don't hold anything against you. April carries on working in silence. You look pretty when you're angry. Did you know that? April smirks, but the smile disappears as quickly as it came. What can I do to make it up to you?
Start walking away.
I'll do anything, just name it.
Oh, for God's sake, you both like each other, so why don't you just go out on your first official date? Mom, I don't like him. Dad, I walked into her living room today and she had a picture of you on her laptop. She was Googling you.
And I smiled at that.
I wasn't. And don't you dare take that as a sign that I like you, because I fucking don't.
I know.
There's a movie theater down the block. It's showing her favorite movie.
All right, what's her favorite movie?
Alien. Baby, it's Pretty Woman. They're showing it now. Why don't you take April to see it, and then maybe I can get some goddamn peace in here. How does that sound for everyone?
Well, what do you say? We can have dinner afterwards. My treat.
I'll go, but only under the strictest conditions that you don't construe it as a date. Deal?
Well, I can live with that. April walks to the back of the diner, grabs her handbag and jacket. Comes up front, waits for me to open the door for her. I open it, and we walk off on our date. Sorry, she insisted it wasn't a date, so by God, it's not a date. I smile as I walk beside her to the cinema. There's more to come on The Amazing Dan, so please subscribe to That Love Podcast on your favorite podcast app to get future episodes as soon as they drop. And also help us by rating us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We also love for you to review us on Apple Podcast. By doing this, you'll help us expand our reach to new listeners. We're also active on Twitter at ThatLovePod, so drop us a message there. We'd love to hear from you. And before we sign off, if you love the podcast, please share it with family and friends. Thank you.